I was constantly recreating the same experiences. And, after several times of hitting my head against the same wall with certain feelings, that things were harder than I wanted them to be, or I was attracting experiences into my life that I didn't want to have. That's where I started to get really curious, like, what is going on? And as soon as I started asking those higher level questions, like, what is going on? Not why is this happening to me, or those kind of feelings of being victim to that, I just noticed that everywhere I went, there I was the common denominator in that. And I thought, I wonder what's happening. That led me to meet with like somebody who gave me a piece of information. It started the path to the discovery of how our mind works, the thoughts that we're running that are creating the existence, all of that science behind it, because I'm a science nerd and I really like the science part about that, and then how to change it, because that was always my question, is like, okay, so how do I now change it? Because I'm tired of repeating the same thing, attracting the same relationships, the same experiences, the same kind of thoughts, the same opportunities that don't match what it is that I truly want. And so it was just literally bumping up against the same wall. I burnt myself out. Also, I put myself through school, and I had those patterns of overgiving, underreceiving for myself. So I'm talking about that from a very, real experience for myself of going through total burnout and building myself back up. Because again, I was like, well, this isn't who I want to be. I don't want to be burnt and not being able to do anything. It took me a very long time to build back my health, because once you go there and you go to complete depletion, it isn't a matter of like having a nap and feeling bad. People go, oh, just have a rest. And you know what? It is something that people from the outside don't see, but you feel drained, depleted, almost resentful of other people, because now you feel like people are taking from you because you've been giving so much. I don't know if anybody else had that experience, but just feeling so depleted, but yet you feel like everybody wants something from you because you've trained them. Like that's what you do. When I started reclaiming myself, I can tell you, okay, things totally changed. I started, creating healthy boundaries for myself. And I, empower my clients with this too, is like, you know what? A no to somebody else is a loving yes towards yourself, because you're saying yes to me first, not from a self-centered, greedy point of view, but that you matter so much in your own life so that you can have an overflow to give. You don't give from empty. You want to be able to give from excess. Shows up in health, shows up in attracting loving relationships where you get to be honored and appreciated, and also taken care of in the sense of, your needs and things, and not trying to earn your worth so you get your that doesn't work ever. That's a scarcity pattern. So for me, I had all the things, and I was so sick and tired of like experiencing it over and over again. I was just like, what the heck? It is not in the where you go, and it's really in who you're being that changes everything. And you can be that person in your current situation now, but just by up leveling what you allow for yourself, what you tolerate, the boundaries you build for yourself out of love for yourself.